Now that we've learned about get child item, which is basically a directory command inside of PowerShell, I want to talk about PSProviders. What these are, it's a little bit difficult to describe. Adapters, software interpreters, they allow data sets to look like disk drives inside of Windows. So, in other words, the file system is a PS provider, and the drives inside of that provider are C, D, and A. The colon just means drive, so the C drive, D drive, A drive are drives inside the file system provider. There's also a registry provider, and HKLM is one of the drives inside of that. The alias provider, environmental variable provider, the get variables, user variables provider, and PowerShell functions provider. Now we haven't learned what all of these are. We know what some of them are. We know about aliases. Some of you may already know about the registry. We already know about the file system. We know about functions. We haven't really learned about variables, but we will later on. Now this get PS provider will show you a list of the providers. So let's try that. Let's go get PS provider, and you can see the providers here: registry, alias, environment, file system, function, and variable. And you can even see the drives inside of them over here. Now you may notice that there are only 2 hives of the registry in this drive, even though if we were to go to a registry editor, we see 5 different hives there. Some of them are missing, and that's simply because PowerShell has not provided those to us as PS drives. We can add them if we want to, and we'll go into that in the next video. But let's go back here to the PS providers. We can use the get child item to see any one of these. So here's a nice command that we could use. I'm going to go ahead and just copy that command. I'm going to go over here to PowerShell, and if I right click it will paste it. Yeah, something happened here. I need to go back and get rid of some of this stuff at the beginning. Not sure what happened. Get child item path alias will show me all of the aliases. Now I don't need this backslash. Backslash in Windows simply means the root directory. So the root directory in the alias drive. So I can get rid of that, and it will assume the root directory for me. And I'll get the same output. I really don't even need this path parameter because it's a positional parameter, and positional parameters you don't have to actually name them, so that will also work. And that is all my aliases. Now this one's not hierarchical, it's just a list, but it is provided as though it is a drive, so the alias drive within the alias provider. Now in the next video we're going to talk about the drives themselves and how we can add those drives as an example.